Ranking member, you are entitled to 15 minutes. So you have the floor now, Honorable.
For the opportunity to contribute to motion item 13 on today's order paper. Mr. Speaker, I was shocked to my bone marrow when His Excellency the President said that our CD has seen stability. Mr. Speaker, every leader, especially the President, is expected to exhibit some level of honesty. And of course, I asked myself whether the President was talking about Ghana CD. Because obviously, Mr. Speaker, our CD, the Ghana CD, has not seen any stability. Mr. Speaker, as I speak to you today, if you want $1, you have to change not less than 13.3 Ghana cedis before you get $1. Is it what we call stability? The Speaker, 3 days ago, after the President has delivered the State of the Nation, myself with the Minority Chief Whip changed some money, and we had to pay 13.3 Ghana cedis for $1. The Speaker, obviously, this cannot be stability. At the beginning of this year, the CD was around 11.2, 11.3. From 11.2 to 13 in a matter of less than 60 days. Even if the CD is depreciating at the rate of 0.01, you need more than 100 days to get to even 12.2. The Speaker, what it tells you is that the CD is depreciating at the rate of 0.02 on daily basis. And the President says the CD has seen stability. Mr. Speaker, I was also astonished to realize that His Excellency the President said very little health sector, about the health sector. Mr. Speaker, I think that the health sector is one of the most important sectors that must be prioritized as a country. And for the President to say very little, Speaker, it tells you how the President doesn't value the health sector. Mr. Speaker, there's one thing that we need to settle on the floor of the House today. The Vice President, Alhaji Bawumia, has been saying that they introduced e-health in this country. And the President also reiterated when he appeared on the floor of the House. Mr. Speaker, we have to say this once and for all. Mr. Speaker, let me take you to the 2016 budget on page 114, paragraph 592. And the Speaker, with your permission, I read. The Speaker, the then minister responsible for finance had this to say. Mr. Speaker, I quote, Mr. Speaker, successful trial runs in e-health application in most of the departments of the piloted hospitals have been cut. The ministry will complete the following projects: conduct trial run of the 6 training departments at Konebu Teaching Hospital by the end of 2016. Monitor the go live and roll out the 11 departments at Zebula District Hospital, and conduct trial run remaining 8 departments at the Wa Regional Hospital. So this is 2016. This is 2016. And all of a sudden, the President and his vice wants us to believe that they introduced e-health, this palpable falsehood. Mr. Speaker, again, one of the flagship projects for this government in the health sector is Agenda 111. The Speaker, Agenda 111 was just mentioned in passing. And of course, I was not surprised because there's absolutely nothing that can come out of an empty sack. Because of the abysmal performance of this government, he couldn't have briefed the House on the current status of Agenda 111. Mr. Speaker, the current state of Agenda 111 is that As the last time the Secretariat, the General Secretariat appeared before the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, the whole project has been estimated to cost $1.7 billion US. As the last time they appeared, only $250 million has been released from 1.7 billion, and only $250 million has been released. Mr. Speaker, there's absolutely no truth in the fact that we are going to see anything like 111 hospitals before His Excellency hands over. And don't forget that in 2022, March, Excellency the President appeared before the floor of the House. He told the good people of this country that he was going to complete all the 111 hospitals before he hands over as President of the Republic of Ghana. The Speaker, he's left with less than 10 months to go. And a project that cost 1.7 billion, only 250 million has been disbursed. The Speaker, your guess is as good as mine. The Speaker, whilst we are struggling to even commission one ECOME of the Agenda 111, inherited a lot of projects were ongoing when they took the reins of power of this country. And projects like the Abetifi one, Kumawu one, and Mr. Speaker, your own Formula one. Mr. Speaker, all these projects 7 years down the lane have not been completed. If the President or this government means well for the people of this country, we would have completed this project first and put them to good use to benefit the good people of this country. Mr. Speaker, the state of the health sector, and for that matter, the state of the nation, is that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama left 18 dialysis machines at Kolebu when he was leaving power. 18 dialysis machines. As I speak to you now, we are left with only 12 dialysis machines, with the increasing renal challenges in this country. Mr. Speaker, not only have the machines declined, but we cannot end dialysis in this country. Mr. Speaker, the state of the nation is that when His Excellency Mahama was leaving office, we left 8 dialysis machines at Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. As I speak to you now, we are left with 1, and this is a fact. 1 dialysis machine. Yes, 1 ECOME, 1 at Kolebu, Kochi. And in fact, it has taken the 247 to raise funds to renovate Komfanochi. This is the performance of the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia. The Speaker, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the President of the Republic of Ghana, he invested not less than $264 million into a program we call National Medical Equipment Replacement, where we saw the distribution of medical equipment into more than 150 hospitals. The Speaker, the state of Ghana, especially in the health sector, is that now our hospitals are lacking basic health equipment. The state of Ghana is that the nurses who completed their education since 2020, 2021, 2022 still at home. From 2020 till today, they are all at home. That is the state of Ghana as I speak to you now. Whilst a lot of them are leaving the country, the shores of Ghana, those who have completed for the past 4 years are still at home. That is the state of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the ambulances we bought, about 300 of them, less than 2 years down the lane, about 10 of those ambulances have been grounded. That is the state of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, what we have in Ghana now is what we call sick hospitals. Hospitals that are sick. Yes, sick hospitals. Yes, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, and I have already cleared with leadership. I have a video, and it is only 1 minute 30 seconds. I have already cleared with leadership, and I want us to play, if you will permit me, the audio visual people to show us, and I will show the honorable members the sick hospitals I'm talking about. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, I have already and I've cleared with leadership. Mr. Speaker, can you allow me to play it? Mr. Speaker, your direction, please, so that the audio visual people may show the sick hospital I am talking about.
So can't you see? Mommies and puppies, the sweat, you know that this be like the ice to your chest. So can't you see?
It is an ultimate walk of shame for any visitor to the Sandema Hospital in the Busan North District of the Upper East region. If you were blindfolded, dumped here in the corridor, and the cloth is pulled from your eyes, you could never guess that this place is a hospital. The walls are dirty and the paint almost peeling off. The ceiling is moldy, greenish.
I'm most grateful for your direction, except to make few clarifications. Mr. Speaker, with the greatest deal of respect, this is not the first time dilapidated hospitals have been shown this floor of the House. The minister responsible for health, Honorable Kwaku Agyeman-Manu, did say on the floor of the hospitals, they were not garages, there were no rows, they were I remember La General Hospital, it was shown here on this same floor. Mr. Speaker, the first deputy speaker made mention of the fact that not verify the video. Mr. Speaker, these are not new videos. They are in the system and they are labeled. And even before I spoke to the members of parliament. Mr. Speaker, if I speak on the floor of the House and I lie on the floor of the House, I bear the consequences. There are rules with respect to that. So, Mr. Speaker, nobody should attempt to intimidate anybody because it is our rules doesn't frown on evidence. Our rules do not frown on evidence. And so, Mr. Speaker, I don't think I have erred in any way. I think I have done the right thing. Mr. Speaker, what is important is that, and that is what we must concern ourselves with as members of parliament, the dangerous nature of health facilities. Our health facilities that are posing as death traps. That is what we must be wasting our time on. Mr. Speaker, the most important is that we now have what we call sick hospitals. The hospitals where we must go and seek for treatment are even sick. Mr. Speaker, there was this survey, Ghana Harmonized Health Facility Report. And this is what the report says. Only 5% of facilities had a full complement of basic consulting room examination sets. And this suggests a higher risk of the patient being misdiagnosed. The second one is 99% of district hospitals do not have MRI services. The Speaker, the next one is that 85% of health facilities have routine maintenance for infrastructure. 62% of health facilities that offer blood transfusion services lack blood storage facilities. Mr. Speaker, these very serious issues, in any serious jurisdiction, we will be prioritizing the health sector. And so I expected the members of parliament from the other side to even rise and support me in bringing to the fore of some of issues for the executive, if we have any responsible in place, to act expeditiously to fix this mess. That is what I seek to do, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for the opportunity.
Very well.